place today, so we're on terms, and so they don't have to ding my credit card, you know, every time they do a delivery. So that's, I think that's important. So thankful here that now that concrete is poured, so tomorrow they'll come back and they'll pour the rest of these, plus the wall here on the side, those smaller posts there, and then those will be done. And so I think pretty much we will have one more concrete truck come in, which will do these end poles. These will be the last ones to go, plus the so these are the end ones. These are for the overhead doors as you come into the shop side.
Right here.
Yep. And so we're looking at the back of the shop presently. You'll walk right through the overhead doors right into the shop. 14-foot overhead doors by 12. It's going to be nice. So the last part is to pour the, that's why we had to bring I got to show you these poles. Why don't you walk with me? These poles are massive. And I was getting quotes on these poles. They're 8-inch, schedule 80, and they're half-inch wall, half-inch steel. And I was getting quotes, you know, around $1,500 a pole, $1,300 to $1,500 a pole. And if you look at them, a friend of mine has a well drilling business, and I asked him, I said, where could I find these poles? Because I can't, I mean, it's just, it'd be $5,000 for just the poles. The mounts for the solar cost $10,000. So you have half the cost just in the pole. And so he gave me a wholesale outfit out of Seattle, and we found these poles and less than $2,000. Just take a look at these things. Look at how thick wall that is. A well casing, by the way, is 1/4 inch, half the thickness of this. And this is an 8-inch. This is pretty stout pipe. It's not going anywhere. These are 21 feet. We're not going to use all 21 feet, but so we're going to have to cut them to determine the actual height. They're going to be 12 feet above the ground. Some of these forms here are about 1 foot to 2 feet down. So the pole, which will be supported, will need to be 38 inches plus 2 feet plus 12. And that will get us to, you know, the, here's our view, by the way, for the solar. So the sun rises over there. In the summertime, it rises way over here, but in the wintertime, it's over here. And so it rises just like this, goes way up high, way in the summertime, it's way up high here and sets way over here, as you can see. But in the wintertime, that sun actually moves down. And so we want these poles as tall as they can be to catch as much sunlight as possible. So does that make sense, Kalen?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so that's the update for day, whatever it is, from a Thursday. And I'm so glad that the poles are up here.
Wait, is it 6?
Because now we have to figure out how to secure and stand these up. And I'm calling for an inspection on the forms tomorrow. So hopefully that goes well. And so then we can pour on Monday. So that's the update on our process, and we keep going. Next week, I would imagine that we're going to start seeing trusses up in the air with all these poles cemented, because that's the next step. And so you're going to see you'll use the telehandler to actually start putting up each. They'll start at the gable end and then work their way that way. Double trusses on each pole. So that'll be a very exciting time. You'll really get to see how that works so tall up in the air. All right, Kalen, anything else? Nope.
Not that I can think of.
Okay. All right, take care. And it's another beautiful day or / evening here. I would say it's what, 72?
3.
73-ish. There you go. And we have a weather station right here that tells us what it is. I guess we could actually look. And it's just a phenomenal evening. I would love to spend some more time up here, but it's time to go home. Take care for now.
See you guys.
All right, let's get going. We're going to try this. It should hold. That's pretty... You know what? I'm going to get the chain out too. I don't trust this by itself. You don't think so? Always good to have a backup. When you hook this chain, or put it on. Okay. Hook it together in 2 places. One to each other.
I see. So,
Loose.
so let's okay, I got it. That kind of thing. Okay, one more notch down. Got you.
Double. Okay, that's gonna go. So we'll space this out. This one will be down just a little bit. Equal.
It's really hard to evenly space it out.
Which again. Here we go. I'll help you. You gonna flip around? What?
Alright guys, we just unloaded the poles for the solar array we're putting in right here, and it went flawlessly. No pole fell off, so that's great. What did you say that went great?
Awesome. It went great.
Oh yeah.
This is an amazing piece of equipment. I'm in love. Oh, tell Andrew you're so nice. You saved so much work. Okay. Now we can unload the stickers. What? Yep, let's get it going. We'll unload these and we'll go home. Put the fender back on.
All right.
That was perfect. Still running?
I'll look at that. Here, where do you want these?
Over there by the diesel tank.
Oh, by the diesel tank? Okay.
That went just beautiful.
So what is this day?
Well, today's Thursday. We're gonna go around, show you just a little bit. This show you what happened as far as before, as soon as we get these unloaded. Because a lot of things have happened here today. Relatively. There you go, I got it. Thank you.
Behind you, the audience.
Okay, let's go take a look to see what happened. Welcome back to the channel again, guys. So today, this is my son Kalen. Say hi.
Hey.
Today we got concrete in the holes. As you can see, there's concrete in the holes here for all the main 6x10s around this part of the structure. The reason being is that obviously we only have one point of access for the cement truck coming in, and that is from that side. So those poles are not up yet. These poles, which is the dividing wall, were just put in place because the cement truck had to get into this section to pour. So you see all these here are poured now, and they are solid as a rock as soon as it dries finally. You look at all that concrete there. Normally in a pole building, what you see happen is they'll take rock and aggregate like this, and just even gravel and dirt, and they'll push it in the bottom. With this, remember there's concrete underneath the pole, which is the pier, and then concrete around the pole, and then there's going to be a concrete slab that will actually go on top of that even.
Is that what that marker is?
That marker is just the side of the building.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So
No, not the orange line. This mark on the pole. Is that where the cement's coming to? I think that might be it.
I don't know where. I don't think so.
Actually, no, that's too low, isn't it?
I'm not sure what that line is.
Because it's on every pole.
Yeah, it is on every pole. I don't know. Good question.
That could be it.
Possible that could be the foundation floor, the upper part of the floor. Yeah, now that a lot of fill yet to get there. But as you can see, we have concrete. And I'm just tickled because here's the reason I'm tickled. So at Home Depot, I bought 80-pound bags of Sakrete for those little piers for the solar poles, and they weigh, obviously they're 80 pounds a piece, and I needed 3 bags per 2x2 by 2 foot by 2 foot by 5 inches. 3 bags, and it's each one of those, when you lift that with concrete, they're heavy. They're extremely heavy, and I don't know what each bag makes up, but when you think about the number of bags that we would take to mix by hand for all these poles, the piers, it would take a lot of concrete. So I am very thankful that they can actually deliver concrete. I actually opened an account with the concrete.